You know, sometimes we get to see people dealing with the consequences of their actions, and I'm here to tell you, sometimes it's sweet as hell. So remember the viral video of the racist white woman calling some black furniture movers the N-word? I remember she was found by some content creators, then she was exposed, then she was never heard from again. Well, recently the Bay Area's Crime 4 News caught up with her to find out how life's been since, and I'm telling you, I'm not mad about it.
I am sorry for what I said. I'm sorry that I wanted to hurt you, but it was not because I'm a horrible person. It was because I've been struggling recently.
Everything else is blocked off. I can't get out.
The video on TikTok has now been viewed more than 2 million times. This blonde woman is Kaylee Buchanani. She has now left the state, but dyed her hair purple to avoid being recognized.
Okay, good start. She had to dye her hair purple to avoid being recognized.
I had to change my number, turn off all social media. I had people calling me, giving me death threats, multiple people a day calling me, harassing me, telling me what a horrible person I was, how horrible my parents are. My parents still get phone calls.
Now listen, I don't condone anyone calling this woman's parents, but a few phone calls to her to let her know how horrible of a person she is, because she is, I'm gonna let slide.
The video was recorded by a black man who was moving furniture in Buchanani's Healdsburg neighborhood. In the video, she yells at one of the movers to move his truck before walking back to her car and yelling a racial slur.
I think a simple "can you move your truck please" would have sufficed.
I asked Buchanani if the N-word is something she says often.
No, I do not. I grew up with a lot of black people, and so it's, and with the music that we listen to, sure, maybe in a different form. Do I say in that way? No, I don't. It was merely just, he hurt me and I wanted to hurt him. It had nothing to do with me being racist.
Come on, it has everything to do with you being a racist. But think about how she answered that question real quick here. She basically said she grew up around a lot of black people and she listened to a lot of rap music with the N-word in it. And she would say the N-word during those songs, but she doesn't use it with the hard R. So I guess that video just happened to catch you the first and only time you've used the N-word with the hard R. Sure. And these people are the worst of them, because I actually believe she did grow up around a lot of black people. I believe that there are a lot of racist white people who've grown up around black people, and when they get mad at black people, they go there because they think it is the worst they can do to us and the best way for them to win an argument. I've told you guys the story of the girl that I grew up with who one time called me the N-word, and I haven't talked to her one time since that day because to me, she's always been a racist. Just like this lady is.
Keontae Gilmer was the mover inside the truck. He says he's experienced racism in the past, and during an interview with Cron 4 last week, said he's glad that this moment was caught on camera.
It definitely feels, you do have that satisfaction feeling and that somebody gets, held accountable for once. Unfortunately for me, it's not the first interaction that I ever had where I've been called this slur or this word or have dealt with situations like this.
Buchanani says she messaged the movers apologizing and asking that the video be taken down, but says she never got an answer. The message was later screenshotted and put online.
I've lost my family, my friends, my job, my partner, my stepdaughter. Like, I've lost my entire life because my apology wasn't good enough.
So it sounds like some of your friends, some of your family members, your job, your partner, and your stepdaughter didn't want to be associated with a flaming racist. Why the hell should I give a damn? But I want to tell you guys what this apology letter said. It said, I wanted to apologize for the way I acted the other day and what I said. I was having a day from hell and I took it out on you guys, which wasn't right. Please take down that video. I may have ruined your day and been rude as blank, but that will ruin my life. I blank, but I don't deserve to lose everything over a bad day. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not a racist piece of blank. I'm just a blank that was having a bad day. Do you think this woman would have sent an apology if that video hadn't gone up and exposed her for being a racist? Hell no. Because as the gentleman said, many of us have been called the N-word when cameras weren't rolling. And we never received an apology letter because the person was racist and hadn't been exposed publicly. She made this apology because she desperately wanted them to take the video down. That's the only reason. And she's even now saying that she doesn't want to apologize to them again because they never took the video down, because that's all she actually cares about.
Buchanani says she has dealt with mental health issues for most of her life and says she's bipolar, not racist.
I think it's important that people with mental health are heard. We don't talk about this in our society. It's shameful.
When given the opportunity to say something directly to the movers, she apologized for taking a bad day out on them.
So I apologize for anything that I said that hurt you. And, I hope that in the future that if something like this happens, you think twice about ruining somebody's life over a bad day.
So yeah, fuck her, and I'm glad her life was ruined. Because you know what? If she gave a better, sincere apology and actually meant it, maybe, just maybe, some people would find it in their hearts to maybe think about, I don't know, forgiving her. But it wasn't sincere, and she doesn't care, and she probably uses it all the time. I'm sure she uses it more now because a black guy held her ass accountable. And when I say on my videos that I hope the worst for people, this is what I hope. I hope they lose friends. I hope they lose family members. I hope their spouses leave them. I hope their stepchildren won't talk to them or their real children won't talk to them. I even hope worse for them. Like for this lady, I hope things get worse because she's a racist and she needs some help. And you know what? I agree. Mental health in this country is a huge issue, but I think she's gaslighting us because I think she's trying to use excuses because she doesn't want to take accountability for the fact that she's actually a racist. And that is her problem, not ours. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.